Hi, I'm James Davidson with Davidson Law Group, and today I'm here with John Morrison with the Morrison Firm. And John owns a CPA practice here in Texas and services clients all throughout the state and the nation. And John has a very unique practice, and I'd like for him in a moment to tell us a little bit about that. But he holds several different licenses: a certified public accountant, certified valuation analyst, and real estate broker. So John, tell us a little bit about your practice and the types of clients that you serve.
Yeah, thanks for having me, James. Yeah, so the Morrison Firm is a unique business consulting practice with the various licensing and the background that I and my staff hold. We like to think about our practice as a three-legged stool. One of the legs is business valuations and litigation support, where we can come in and analyze certain intangibles for a business, identify certain economic attributes, and really help business owners understand some of what's going on with their business behind the scenes. That can take a lot of different forms, from purchasing a business, selling a business, things of that nature. One of the other pieces with my specific background, some of my staff, working at highest levels of the corporate finance world, as well as leadership in some government roles. We have faced many of the same questions and concerns and worked through some of the problems as small business owners. And so we really are in a unique position as public accounting consulting firms, because we've been on the same side of the table and made those tough decisions. It's the same as the business owners. Mm-hmm. And so we really feel like that puts us in a unique position because we've been in their shoes. And of course, all of our clients and their stakeholders are at the end of the day taxpayers. And so with tax being such a large concern, large expense, we do some advanced tax planning and really strive to meet our clients on the front end to put them in the best situation possible to implement tax strategies.
Thank you, John. And today we're going to be covering some common questions that business owners face, and hopefully provide some value to you in those answers. So John, in talking to clients and sort of generally taking the temperature of the population and in general, a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are scared about this pandemic and what it's doing to the economy. So in your opinion, what does this pandemic do to the business valuation process?
So in general, no business today is worth what it was 60 days ago. And so the reason that comes about is from a variety of things. So as we discussed, there's many things that go into valuing the business, and most all of those things are in a worse position now than they were 60 days ago. So the benefit stream is undoubtedly less than it was in terms of the income or other benefit that an owner might get from owning a business is probably lower. The various risk factors, from economic risk to maybe specific company risk to specific industry risk, are likely higher, generating a higher expected cap rate from an investor, and thereby, even on a static benefit stream, reducing the expected value of that benefit stream. And so really in every metric you look at how a business would be valued, we're in a situation of less value.
Okay. So what would you say to a client who's maybe considering selling their small business in this time?
I think it's never a bad time to consider selling your business or what a sale of your business would look like. If anything, now is a great time to pull the right team together and say, hey, let's take a deep dive here and look at what are some of the things we've noticed as this pandemic has occurred. A lot of times businesses appear successful and they operate successfully within fairly narrow parameters of things that they might not even be aware are affecting them. And so it's a great opportunity to say what's changed and maybe look into why it's changed, and then really formulate a plan to come out of this economic downturn into a good sale environment.
That's great. So there's a saying that every cloud has a silver lining, and so what would you say are perhaps some opportunities that this pandemic have provided for either small business owners or individuals?
Sure. Well, so small business owners looking to expand and in the fortunate position of being able to expand, might be a great time to go buy some competitors. Maybe expand geographically into another area you don't currently serve, because if you are in a position to buy, now would be a great time to go look at some of those opportunities. Mm-hmm. Similarly, just as everything's on sale, there'd be a great opportunity for a small business owner who's looking to make a transfer of assets. We could kind of consider it like sweaters. Small business owner, we can consider, instead of the concept of owning a business, they own 100 sweaters.
Okay.
Sweaters are on sale right now. And so in addition to maybe potentially going to buy some other sweaters from somebody else who can't afford theirs anymore, there's the same opportunity to say, if within the constraints of some of the estate tax planning and the gift taxing, in a prior period you would have been able to transfer one sweater to your kid. Based on the current economic downturn, we might take a valuation of those sweaters as around 50% of what it was. So instead of giving your kid one sweater, we might, within the constraints of the state tax and gift tax law, be able to give the kid two sweaters. Doubling or almost doubling the gift.
So you're able to give more with an equal consequence as you would maybe 60 days ago.
That's the idea.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so for those who are maybe considering doing some estate tax planning or particular gifting to beneficiaries or their children, now might be a good time to do that.
Now's an excellent time. This honestly is what I believe is ripe for the picking for those who want to be proactive. Honestly, 60 days ago, no one would have assumed that this opportunity was here. And 60 days from now, the economy opens back up, the opportunity might be fleeting. So.
Now, John, a lot of my clients have worked for corporations for long periods of time and perhaps have very large qualified accounts, so very large IRAs or 401ks. And so there's a lot of things that converged recently with the passing of the Secure Act and having some of the lowest income tax rates that we've had in a long time. And then you add in this pandemic with the market, large percentages lower than what was 60 days ago. Would you say that it's a good opportunity for maybe those who have those qualified accounts who are thinking about doing Roth conversions? Would now be a good opportunity to do those Roth conversions?
Yeah, James, that's a great question. If a Roth conversion has been on your radar for a while and been something you're considering, now is truly an opportune time to take advantage of that. If nothing else, they're getting a 30 to 40% reduction in the otherwise consequences they would have. And but assuming if their long view is that the market is going up, then now's the time to act.
That's great. Now, what about perhaps businesses that have captured assets? What would you say to individuals in that scenario?
Sure. Well, when we refer to a captured asset, we refer often to times where a business has an asset on its books that's been fully depreciated, and either for planning purposes, for risk management, or estate tax planning, or other reasons, would like to divulge itself of that asset. Oftentimes, the tax consequences, especially if that asset is held in a corporation or some other structures, the outright sale or distribution of that asset can cause some pretty serious tax consequences. So there's always a good opportunity to do some structuring and some valuation to distribute assets. But now, like so many other things, the value of those assets has been reduced, and some of those same strategies can be put in place and reap even larger savings.
That's great. So John, for someone who's watched this and perhaps has a question that they'd like to discuss with you, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Yeah, so we can be reached at cpamorrison.com, or they'd be free to call our main line at 903-251-5100.
And John, I just really want to thank you for taking time out of your day and coming and spending time with us to convey some of your expertise. And so I really do appreciate that. And I really think that we conveyed some value to our clients and to those who are watching.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. And again, my name is James Davidson. I'm one of the founding attorneys at Davidson Law Group. If you would like to reach out to us, you can find all of our contact information on our website at yourtexaslegacy.com. Thank you very much. Have a great day.